What's going on, guys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. Now in today's video we got a meta team for you, a 3 million coin team full of 5-star weak foot players and 5-star skill move players with, of course, high agility and balance. Now the first person we're going to start off with is Neymar. Now you can play this team in a 4-2-3-1, 4-4-2 and a 4-1-2 on the second variation. I'll explain to you how you can get full chemistry as well towards the end, but first player that goes in is Neymar. This is very important. Neymar is the best goal card in the game, in my opinion, even better than Mbappe. I've always said that. Even last year I said the exact same thing. It's because he has that 5-star weak foot. Yes, they buffed the 4-star weak foot, but there's a big difference between a 4-star and a 5-star. Look at his stats. For me, one of the best players in the game. 5-star can do anything. This is what's important. High agility and balance. But listen, this is the thing. People always get confused. Someone like Neymar, he will retain his value because he's a meta player. Okay, so Black Friday won't go down as much. But also, when you're attacking, you want the best possible striker, or the large chunk of your coin spent on strikers. Why? Because a 400k centre back and a 10k centre back, they can get the job done. Both of them. You don't. A 400k centre back's not going to be that big. Your game winner is going to be someone like Neymar. It's the same reason why, just in real life, you pay big money for big strikers. They're the most important play, especially in FIFA, a game where it's all about statistics. You want the best possible chance in front of goal, so therefore you get someone with a 5-star weak foot to increase your probabilities of scoring. That alone is the most important thing. You can always build from the back later on. Now, going over to the midfielder, we've got Renato Sanchez. Of course, gives a link to Neymar. He'll be obviously with the striker. I'll recommend a Hunter, by the way, for Neymar. For Renato Sanchez, I'll go with a Shadow. I use him on a Shadow very simply for the fact he has everything you want in a midfielder. He has everything that you want. There's only one thing that I'd say is, I would say kind of the weak side of him is that he's not the best defensively, or he's not the best shooting. He's not like kind of complete ends of the spectrum, but he can do everything. I consider him more of like a utility midfielder, can do a bit of everything. You put a Shadow on him and he really can do everything in the game. Now I personally use him in my team and I put him with a Shadow. So you can see over here, if I go turn this one off, you can see over here, I have him in, where is he? There he is. I'm again on a Shadow. Perfect player for me, gets a stand tackling and slide tackling boost, and of course he gets the pace boost. He's kind of like a base Seedorf, a very, very cheap player, but also a very, very good player. One of the best midfielders in the game, period. Now, moving over, we go over to getting Ronaldo in the team. Obviously, Cristiano Ronaldo, one of the best players in the game. I wouldn't say I've used him that much in my team. I'm actually going to buy him permanently now, should I say. Obviously, before I was, debating, I wanted to try him and I wanted to try Mbappe as well. I had Mbappe for a long time in my team. But Ronaldo, I think with him and striker and Neymar and Cam, or Neymar and Ronaldo and striker in a 4-4-2 or 4-1-2-1-2, both of them in striker, make some of the best pairing. Obviously, he's got the strength, the natural strength, 5-star, 4-star. His 4-star weak foot is kind of like a 5-star, but he's that good. Honestly, if you're going to choose him or Mbappe, I'll definitely say get Ronaldo into your team. Now, moving over to our right backs now, because I think the right backs and left backs are very important. With the right back, we have gone with Mr. Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka got the job done. You can go with the likes of someone like Semedo, which I've really preferred, but it's up to you. I prefer Semedo though, because personally for me, I prefer the agility and balance boost over everything. And I think, to be honest, he's one of the best right backs in the game, and that's why he goes straight into that team. And obviously, he's now in the Premier League, so he links very, very well. I'm going with the goalkeeper. We've gone with De Gea, because De Gea, again, for me, got the job done. I haven't really replaced him. I tried using Alisson, but De Gea is a very top tier player, naturally because of those stats. And this is the thing. When you're trying to buy a goalkeeper, not all goalkeepers are going to be good this game. But De Gea is the best goalkeeper for saving the ball. Yes, Alisson maybe got better distribution, but for purely saving the ball, De Gea has done a formidable job for me, and that's why he stays in the team. Now, in order to get Rashford in the team, we have to play him off chemistry. Now, people are going to ask, oh, you're playing a play off chemistry. This is a bad thing. If you're new here, if you really want to get better at the get better at the game, should I say, chemistry is something that you should look at, but you shouldn't base your entire team on. If you can get a player on 7 chemistry who's better than someone else on 10 chemistry, you should. For example, Ronaldo. If Ronaldo's got 8 chemistry in a game, there's no way you're going to play Vardy over him on 10 chemistry. I'd rather have Ronaldo on 4 chemistry than any other player in the game, but I'll get onto that more in a second. Then we go over to get the link to Martial. In order for him to get 7 chemistry, which we need to do that in a second, we have to get a link to him. The way to do that is you put Martial on the team. He's the only player, I suppose, that gives the chemistry, because you can get someone like Bruno Fernandes if you really want to, or someone like Pogba, but obviously we need another winger, because we're going over to the left-hand side, we're going over and getting Allen in the team. Now, Allen, Another top tier card, just as good as he was last year. The good thing with Renato Sanchez and Allen together is Allen is more defensive, more of a kind of a defensive midfield, like a Kante-esque player. Gives a link to Neymar as well, and of course he's a top tier player. You definitely want to put a shadow on him though, because he does lack that sprint speed. So I'll definitely go with a shout on Allen. For Martial and Rashford, I'll probably say a finish for both of them. Going over to the left back, we've gone with Telles, another top tier player in the game. Telles obviously left footed as well on the left hand side. And the most important thing about Telles over everything, do you know what it is? It's the fact that he has that amazing long passing and short passing, and he has that curve for the long driven through balls down the wing. Got that high stamina, really good sprint speed. You definitely want to go with a shadow on him as well, because he does lack that pace. Now going to the centre back, players like Van Dijk obviously will put us above budget, but someone like Joe Gomez, for the price, is actually really good. Top tier centre back, only 80k. Again, I would still put a shadow on him because he does lack that sprint speed. Yes, you want 95 sprint speed. You might think pace is not that important, but when you got Gold St. Maximin running in behind and you got Virgil van Dijk who can't catch up, then you're going to be very much in big trouble. So definitely going with Mr. Joe Gomez. Now going over to the other right back, or right centre back should I say, there isn't that many good options. You've got players like Van Dijk, but why would you not play Walker on 7 chemistry, one of the best players in the game? It's so funny, right? How this centre back card costs so much money when you can just buy his right back card, which is such a fraction of his actual card, and you can argue is as good as his card. Now obviously Walker is the best hybrid for a centre back. He's got amazing pace, amazing stand tackling, amazing side tackling. Now on 7 chemistry he's going to be formidable, but even if he wasn't on 10, let's say he was on no chemistry boost, look at those base stats. Whenever you play a playoff chemistry, you got to think, is there anyone else better than him on lower or higher chemistry than him? So if you're going to compare Walker, compare him to someone like Joe Gomez. Okay, Joe Gomez, is he better than Joe Gomez? Look at the base stats. The pace alone is what really carries Walker. And that's basically the team. In case you're wondering what it looks like in terms of chemistry, well, that's how it is. So as you can see over here, we have Neymar, Rashford, Martial, everyone on 10 chemistry, apart from the 2 centre backs. So you got the centre backs over here. Mr. Walker, he is on 7 chemistry. Rashford is on 7 chemistry as well, and Renato's on 8. We still get 100 chemistry, as you can see. It's between 2.6 and 3.2. So I want to call it as 3 million. But if you really haven't got the money for Rashford, you can just put Podence there as a cheap just for now. If you haven't got the money to do this, you can put Podence there, and that makes it down to 3 million if you're on PS4. But of course, you want to get Rashford, one of the best players in the game, in the team. Now, that's what I'm trying to say with 7 chemistry. Look, we can put, for example, a finisher on Rashford, okay? And we put him on 7 chemistry. Now, you got to find a player on 10 chemistry that's better than Rashford. If you find someone better on 10 chemistry, then you put him in that role. Otherwise, Rashford still stays in that team. Now, as you can see, the rest of the team, completely fine. We got Walker on 7. Ronaldo on 8 chem, that's fine with Ronaldo on 8. Now, how would I play this in a 4-2-3-1? Well, what I'll do is I'll put Ronaldo in striker, Neymar in cam, Rashford and Martial on either side. And then, of course, you have Allen and Sanchez at the back, at the CDM, and you have Gomez and Walker at the back. That's the way that I would do it. Again, you can use Wan-Bissaka or Semedo. I prefer Semedo, though he does push the budget up a little bit more, but I personally prefer Semedo. That is one of the best coins. That's one of the best things that money can buy with 3 million coins. Of course, this is the in-game formation. Don't forget, you'll be starting on full chemistry, as I mentioned with that team. If you're going to go over to the 4-4-2, which I think where the formation will excel, I would say Ronaldo and Neymar on striker, Rashford and Martial on the wings, and of course Allen and CDM and Sanchez on balance. That's the way I played a 4-4-2. And if you're going to go with a 4-1-2-1-2 second variation, this is where I think it really comes to life again. You can do it like this, but I would probably put Neymar on striker, Rashford and cam, obviously 5-star skill moves, 5-star skill moves, 5-star skill moves, 5-star weak foot, and then 2 4-star weak footers. And I would legitimately put Martial in left centre mid, put him on get forward or get it behind, and he ends up becoming a top tier player. And that's the way you'll line it up. So you'll have Allen on stay back, and then Martial obviously on join the attack, or in this situation balanced, or on getting behind with a long ball. And that's the way I line up. If you are going to play some other formation like the 3-5-2, it can still work, but you need to do some changes around. So we're going to go to the 3-5-2. I've got a video on the 3-5-2 coming up very soon, actually, this Friday. I'll put Neymar in cam or Rashford in cam. It's completely up to you the way you would do it. And then what I would do personally here is I'll do something like this. You want a fast left centre back and fast right centre back when you're playing a 4-3-3. And I'll put Tellers on the wing. Of course, you can swap them around, so you can play Tellers on that side. And if you don't like Tellers in midfield, you can of course swap someone like Semedo there, because Semedo can play that job very well as well. But that is the team for 3 million coins. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. As I mentioned, the most important things when you're building a meta team is building from the front. You always want to make sure you got a marksman player. Now there's other ways of getting this team on chemistry, but I found the best way to get Ronaldo on 8, because if you play a 4-5-1, Ronaldo gets 7 chemistry. I think this is the best way of doing it in my opinion, without losing that many players. That way you can still get players like Rashford. And don't forget, we're playing him a left wing. We have also a Portuguese manager, which gives these two guys 8 chemistry, and Premier League that gives Walker and Rashford chemistry as well. And that is the team. Thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time. Peace out.